I love you, dude. Come on. I love you. Gabriel, welcome back to the show. Come on, Gabriel Iglesias. That's how to make an entrance.
Oh, man. I don't know if you guys are excited that it's me or that you didn't pay for me. Yeah, and I'm up here looking like a Mexican Liberace.
No. We have things we have to discuss here. First of all, last time you were on, you were about to do this thing. You were about to do stand-up at Dodger Stadium. 50,000 people.
Yes, I know, right?
And you did it.
Yeah, I did it. It was awesome. Everybody showed up. It was cool.
Yeah. Gabriel, you're the first stand-up comedian to ever do Dodger Stadium. That's insane, buddy.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I tasted what Taylor's, yeah. It was easily the greatest night of my life.
Describe it to me. What was it? Where'd you walk out? What'd you see when you walked out? What was it feel
I
like?
basically came out of the field. We had a huge stage. It was a beautiful setup. You could still see it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Walking out on stage, you guys, in front of 50,000 people that are just there to cheer for you and laugh and have a good time. I got emotional. I started crying in the first 30 seconds.
Did you really?
Yeah, I started crying. I was so
course.
freaking happy. And it's one of those things where I wasn't nervous about the set because I was very confident with the material. It was more so like a celebration of a hometown kid that not only did he make it, he's making an incredible statement, performing somewhere where he grew up. You know what I mean? So
Of course.
it was...
How many years, I hate to age you or anything, but how many years have you been doing this? I know of you for a long time.
At the time, I was hitting 25 years. So I just thought it was a great number, 25 years. What a way to make it happen. You know?
It's so funny. It's unbelievable. But then you were telling me backstage, I go, what'd you do? Did you take anything? What'd you do? Did you,
Nice.
did you enjoy? Did you embrace it?
Did you steal something?
Yes, I did. I go, why not? You're at Dodger Stadium. But you said that you got in a little trouble.
I got in a little bit of trouble because when you have the greatest night of your life, you're not worried about consequences. You're pretty much, you're celebrating. And when I say consequence, I didn't steal anything. But what I did do was, at the end of my performance, I didn't get off the stage. I actually brought out a couple of friends on stage with me, guys that I've been touring with for all these years, and we just took it in. We started celebrating. We cracked a couple bottles of tequila, and we started drinking on stage in front of 50,000 people and started telling stories about what it took to be there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was...
But here's the problem.
Here's the problem.
Yeah, you have to get off the stage.
Every venue, especially in New York, you have curfews. There's a certain time where you check in and you check out, and if you go past that time, you are, met with a fine. Especially here, I remember it was a $25,000 fine if I went over 1 minute at one of the venues down the street, and so magnify that by a stadium.
No.
I got off stage after midnight, and I probably left Dodger Stadium around 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So the fine was insane. I'm the reason they could afford Ohtani.
Oh my God! Wow!
Oh yeah.
You're the reason.
I'm the reason. I'm the reason.
That's exactly.
It was an insane fine. I've never paid anything like that, and never will I do that again.
No.
But again, yeah, I could have fed a small country.
You did it, buddy. I'm so proud of you and so happy for you.
It was insane.
You deserve it, man. All the hard work, and well deserved. You posted something online that I saw yesterday. Actually, I have an art card here. You said it was right outside the Tonight Show NBC here, and you said, "Big announcement coming soon." And a photo of you. What can you tell us about the big announcement?
Well, Jimmy, this is really exciting, and I love the fact that I saved this moment for you.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that I did it on the greatest platform. Super excited to announce something big. Now, when I posted this yesterday, people started speculating what it might be. And the number one answer was, oh, are you finally going to host SNL? And as awesome as...
That's fantastic.
As awesome as that would be, I'm not. Which camera can I look into directly? Can I look into this?
Yeah.
Yeah. As awesome as it would be to host SNL, Lauren.
He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch our show.
Oh, he will tonight.
Oh my gosh.
He will tonight. Yeah, hashtag fluffy SNL. Anyway, but that's besides the point. That would be a huge honor, but that is not what I wanted to announce tonight. As you know, with comedy, with stand-up comedy, we don't have a Hall of Fame. When you achieve certain things, there is no place where you're celebrated, where this is your moment. But I have been given an incredible honor, and I found out that next month, my hands and feet will be in cement in front of Mann's Chinese Theater.
Come on. Gabriel, you're doing it all. You're gonna your
hands and feet in cement.
Legendary in the cement.
So it's one of those things where long after I'm gone, kids will still be able to go like, what's this right here?
This Fluffy was here. He was right here.
And I did talk to some of the people, and they're like, it is a huge honor. And I know it is. Of course. Because they're like, a lot of people get stars on the Walk of Fame, but it's rare to get the cement. And I'm like, dude, I'm Mexican. What you talking about? I got uncles. Cement's very common in my family.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But Fluffy is now...
But no, Fluffy is now going to be immortalized in cement. Knowing me, they're going to have to make me stir my own cement. But I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, Gabriel, no, they won't make you do it. But, we've talked a lot of times. I don't know if anyone knows the origination of Fluffy.
The actual origin. Fluffy is a nickname that was given to me a long time ago by my mom because I called myself fat around my mom, and she was like, "Mijo, you're not fat, you're fluffy." And yeah, I know, right? And I didn't like that nickname. I'm like, I'm not a cat. When I first got started, I was trying to build my name. My last name's already famous, Iglesias. I just got to work on the first name. There's no Gabriels in comedy. So, with the exception of Gabe Kaplan in the 70s, but there's no Gabriels. I just got to work on one name. And at the end of the show, no one remembered Gabriel Iglesias. They would remember me by a joke where I said, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. So they'd say, good job, Fluffy. And I'm like, here we go.
There you go. That's Mom. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
That's the best. We love our moms. Come on.
Getting a nickname like that, it took me a while to accept it because I didn't like it. I didn't like the name, but then eventually I embraced it and I learned how to brand it. And now I basically own the word, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I own the word. I challenge anyone to Google or just go online and look for the word Fluffy. I promise you, I am the #1 thing that pops up.
I mean, that's kind of... That's crazy.
I know, right?
That's awesome.
It's like I beat out quilts, comforters, cotton candy, fabric soft, anything.
I mean,
fluffy.
the name of the special on Netflix, by the way, congrats on being top 10.
Thank you.
It's all fantastic. It's all happening on Netflix, by the way.
Yes,
I mean, it's the biggest platform.
It's the biggest platform. I was competing with Cobra Kai and Squid Games, and so to be in that category, in the top 10.
Legend of Fluffy.
Legend.
The Legend of Fluffy.
Legend.
Yes. How'd you come up with the name Legend of Fluffy?
Okay, so the special was shot at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida.
Sure.
The Hard Rock, it's a beautiful casino. It's in the shape of a guitar.
Yeah.
And so since I was the first comic to shoot a special there, the Hard Rock was like, hey, well, if anything you want to use with the name. So I told Netflix, I want, Hard Rock Fluffy. It made sense. He's shooting it at the Hard Rock, Fluffy, put them together.
Hard Rock Fluffy.
Hard Rock. Netflix goes, that costs money for Hard Rock to do that. And we're not getting our cut. It's very mafia, very, very, hey, that a Hard Rock,
Oh, yeah. So you can't do...
So they did not, Netflix did not approve of me having Hard Rock in my title. And so my agent goes, why don't you tell him you want to call it Rock Hard Fluffy? And I'm like, whoa,
that's a different movie.
That's against the brand.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to do that.
Rock Hard.
And finally, my manager called me and he goes, dude, we got to give him a name. And I go, you know what? Call it Legend of... It was literally just like that. I think I was playing a Nintendo game, and I'm like, oh, Legend... Yeah, okay, yeah. Legend of Fluffy.
Legend of Zelda, Legend of Fluffy. Come on, bud. It's a great name.
It's a great name.
It's super funny. Congrats on the tour. You're still on tour now. You have another special coming out. You're in the Netflix family.
Yeah. No, once you're in, you're in.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of your tour?
I can't even download a Prime account with Netflix.
No,
If they find out, I get the call.
You don't watch anything else. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But what is the name of your tour again, just so people know?
My tour name right now is the Don't Worry, Be Fluffy tour. But I know, right?
Yeah, I love it.
It's one of those things where the tour is continuous. I have not stopped working. So basically, we just rename the tour every 18 months.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? It's just now we
Keep
call it
working.
this, now we call it this, now we call it this. But the material does change.
You're the best, bud. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Gabriel Iglesias in Legend of Fluffy. Take a look at this.
Nobody wants to feel like they're getting old. So the first time I heard it, I was like, second time I heard it, I was like, buy a hat. The third time I accepted it, I was like,
Many years ago, when I first got started, all of this was land as far as the eye could see. It was a very different time, and
by the way, I don't know why my old voice is white. He just is. I tried doing the Mexican voice, but you don't take him as serious, you know? Just,
No, pues su madre, andamos en el rancho y nos mandaron a la güey, está bien difícil.
Come on, bud. Gabriel Iglesias, everybody! Legend of Fluffy is on Netflix now. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around, everybody.